Alright, so we got the chapter 388 spoilers here, and we are in fact continuing the Dabi versus the Todoroki family in this one. And before I get into it, let me just go over what had happened in the previous chapter just to catch up to speed because we were on break. So as Dabi was taking on Endeavor, he blasting him with some flash fire fists. They were having flashbacks. Dabi even lost his right arm. But it turns out that Dabi was able to unlock Rei's quirk in this instance. Yes, Dabi now has an ice quirk. Kind of, I don't know, it's not even fully being explained in these spoilers, I guess, but we saw he had awakened Rei's ice quirk, apparently because he came close to death, and that's how awakenings occur sometimes. But this didn't deter Endeavor as he grabbed Dabi and tried to take him like pretty much into the atmosphere, because we also found out that Dabi was on the verge of exploding by storing his eternal energy. And as they were going up and we the audience kind of just accepted that they were going to die, out of nowhere Rei shows up, the mother of Dabi and the wife of Endeavor, and she seemingly activating her quirk as well to shield herself from the fire. But we thought that, oh, this is how this whole thing is going to be deterred. And that brings us into this chapter, because it begins with Kendo immobilizing the All-for-One spies with her hands and informing the other heroes that they have messed with the system, so the shelters will not move again. The heroes then start evacuating all the civilians back to the surface. So that's how that All-for-One civilian traitor storyline is wrapping up. Kendo taking them out, and their whole purpose was to just short circuit the shelters so that I guess the Todoroki family has an excuse to leave them and go to the surface, along with the other heroes, as it states here too. And it just makes me wonder, like, what was the point of these things? The UA robots are there too, and are ready to take people to the other safe spaces. All they have to do is give them an order. The heroes instruct the civilians not to look the other way to avoid seeing Dabi's giant heat sphere, but the Todorokis ignore that warning. Rei makes a worried expression and immediately gets in one of the bike-shaped robots, asking Natsuo to protect his sister. She then asks the robot to take her to the source of that heat, and the robot says that he's there to follow the human's orders, and the flashback ends. So yeah, that explains how, I guess, fully the Todoroki family got out of there, got to the surface, and then how Rei so quickly got to where Dabi was taking on Endeavor. Conveniently, there was one of these robots there. I'm assuming this is the robots that we saw like in the beginning of the series, who kind of like made these offhand comments about hating humans. Rei took a bike robot and she sped run all the way to facing down her husband and son. Back to the present, the robot has been completely destroyed by the heat and died, along with a thumbs up. I guess that's Horikoshi's reference to Terminator 2's ending. Rei screams, "Toya!" as her face continues to burn. Endeavor wonders if she's keeping herself alive by using her ice on herself and plans to do the same with Toya. I mean, yeah, Endeavor, that's definitely what she's doing. If she wasn't, she would have been vaporized by this point. But that's also what we speculated at the end of the previous chapter. She's going to use her ice quirk on Dabi to cool him down, I guess. And maybe his own quirk that he's awakened will subconsciously assist her.
But first, let's talk about the sponsor of this video, Phantom. The Phantom wallet was designed with security in mind while still allowing easy access to all your cards. These ultra thin wallets are the perfect solution if you're looking to downsize your big old bulky wallet. Guys, I love the Phantom wallet. They're so aesthetic, and the mechanism that pops your cards is so smooth. But another reason why I absolutely love the Phantom wallet is because of their modular attachments. To the Phantom X wallet, you can add one of 7 attachments, like a coin holder, cash holder, ID holder, silicone band, AirTag holder, key holder, and smart tracker. Now for me, I got the Phantom X with the key holder modular attachment, and this is absolutely a game changer. I don't have to carry around a keychain and a wallet anymore because they're all together. Now for my girlfriend, I got the Phantom X with the regular size, which holds up to 13 cards because she has like a lot more stuff than me that she needs to carry. And she also got the cash holder modular attachment on hers and works seamlessly. So guys, if you're interested in changing your wallet game forever, check out the Phantom wallet. Link will be in the description. There's also free US shipping for orders over $45 and free Canada and US shipping for Phantom X wallets. Thanks, guys.
Endeavor tells her to back off because she will burn to death, but she responds by saying the same thing goes for them. Dabi starts mumbling, "Mom, and Rei apologizes to him. Next he says Natsuo-kun, Fuyumi-chan, and Rei realizes that two of them have come too. So yeah, as we also speculated about, the full Todoroki family reunion is taking place, as it was much needed. As much as I have told you guys about my disdain for Dabi, I still am looking forward to this moment of them all coming together. I mean, what was it, like 2 years ago that we went through an entire flashback arc of their history and everything? So I did want to see a conclusion to it, and it's finally coming full circle here. Because also, like, throughout the entire series, the only person who's really interacted with Dabi, you know, outside of flashbacks, was Endeavor and Shoto. She says they shouldn't be there, but Fuyumi says she doesn't want to lose anyone else. Natsuo remembers when he used to ignore Toya's complaints, imagines himself properly talking to him as a kid, and yells, "Stop causing so much trouble, stupid brother." Endeavor thinks to himself that if he uses more fire to propel them upwards, Toya's body will reach its limit. He asks, "Please, don't take them too." And we see a vision of all of them in a what-if future with a grown-up Toya wearing Dabi's jacket. End of chapter. So yeah, if you're wondering like, whoa, wait, it's already the end of the chapter? Well, apparently it's a very short chapter this week, being only 11 pages long. But it's understandable considering the fact that Horikoshi and the rest of the Jump mangakas had to submit 2 chapters at once before Golden Week. But there's also no break next week, so that's nice. But I do wish Horikoshi would just take a couple months off because, you know, we all know how these mangakas are overworked, and Horikoshi has been taking a lot of sudden breaks the last couple months. It's not a good sign. But yeah, this is where it's ultimately coming, and I think this might boil down to the Todoroki family all using their ice quirks to cool Dabi and Endeavor down and stop him from exploding. Because I'm pretty sure Fuyumi and Natsuo probably have like ice quirks, right? I don't know if that's confirmed, but that's the implication that I got from them. If they do straight up have quirks, I don't think they're quirkless, but I know that they don't have the fire quirks. And then Shoto, of course, is on his way with Ida. So like I said, I think we're just gonna have all of them like firefighters standing around Dabi, all using their ice quirks to cool him down. And then I guess that's how they deter him, and then they'll have their final moments with him. Whether he dies or not, I'm really unsure. I mean, he should, because even if he survives this, he's like a burnt zombie corpse. Whether he lives or dies, he's going to have somewhat of a, I don't know, fulfilling character arc, if you even want to call it that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the spoilers this week, guys. And I will, of course, do the full chapter review once we get the release of it. But let me know what you think about these spoilers in the comments. Do you think that this is heading the way that I think it is, with, you know, all of the Todoroki family here using their ice quirks to stop Dabi from exploding? And what do you think is going to be said here? And do you think that Dabi is going to get somewhat of a redemption, or at least a satisfying arc, or at least a well-written arc? Let me know in the comments, guys. And if you liked the video, please give it a like. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.